Here at Dexter, we make dozens of different styles of knives, and among them you will find 3 different edge designs. We have a straight edge, duo edge, and scalloped edge. Now, the straight edge knife is by far the most common style that you're going to come across. You basically get a completely straight, sharpened edge all the way down the blade. You can do pretty much anything with this style, from breaking down pork loin for steaks, slicing up some chicken for sandwiches, fajitas, or tacos. You can slice steaks, tomatoes. You get the idea. There's a lot you can do with this. However, you can now take this exact same style and add a little extra design feature to aid with certain types of ingredients, and that would be the duo edge. A duo edge basically has these divots all along the side of the blade just above the sharpened edge. Technically, this is a straight edge with hollows along the side, originally called the Granton edge, also referred to as hollows or a fluted edge. At Dexter, we call it a duo edge. What's great is that those little air pockets aid in food release and minimize sticky ingredients from clinging onto the side of your knife. Where you will find this super beneficial is going to be when you are cutting ingredients super thin, like shaving beef for different types of sandwiches, or when you are working with very wet ingredients like seafood. Not only could you take the skin off a whole fillet of salmon because of the flexibility of this blade, but you can then break it down into smaller slices, whether you're doing candied salmon or cubes for poke. Can you do everything with the straight edge as you can with the duo edge? Absolutely. This is just going to make your job a little bit easier. And the final edge is the scalloped edge. Now, some people will simply call this a bread knife or a serrated knife. However, a serrated knife generally has much closer together teeth that are much more jagged. As you can see with the scalloped edge by Dexter, the teeth are not very tall and they're wide apart. With that, you still get the bite that you need to get into your ingredient, but then you can get very clean slices without tearing away at your protein especially. Great for tomatoes when you're blasting through a bunch of food prep, but this, aside from bread, is fantastic when you are working with meats that have a really hard sear or really barked up barbecue. You're going to be able to get through that outer crust, so to speak, much like bread, and then get a clean slice through the rest of the protein. So there you have it, folks. The 3 different edge designs that we have among a variety of different knives at Dexter: straight, duo edge, and scalloped. So next time you're headed into a prep sesh, all you have to do is decide what ingredient are you working with, how is it being prepared, and how is it being cut up, and then you can easily identify which of the 3 edge designs will be best for the job. These slicers and many other knives are available at Dexter1818.com. Take care.